Hi Virgos, happy birthday. I hope everybody who had August birthdays enjoyed their birthdays. And I'm an August baby. My birthday was on the 30th, so it was a really happy birthday. And everybody who's having September birthdays, I hope they're great too. I feel like, I know a lot of Virgos did a lot of self work and introspection in August. The partial lunar eclipse that we had on the 12th, Mercury went into retrograde the day before. That was fun. And it was in our sign, so, especially fun. And since that is Virgo's ruling planet of communication, a lot of stuff slowed down. And I know that I was forced to sit and think about my life purpose and get in touch with my higher self. And it was really an amazing experience. Actually, there were a lot of feelings. And Virgos don't like emotion. Like, we are very analytical, A plus B equals C people. So, it was interesting to have so many emotions and actually be the hermit, because when we are the hermit, we are using our brains, and this time we had to use our hearts. And we also had to use our souls. So, wow, my incense is strong. So, we had the total solar eclipse on the 21st. That week after the total, it was such a roller coaster ride for me. I don't know about anybody else. I had some, like the morning of, I was really, really tense and almost like cranky, and I just woke up cranky. Like, I was just like, I don't even want to do this today. And the energy that was building up in my chest just felt like it was going to explode, and my brain was really full and I couldn't think straight. It was just foggy. And as the eclipse got closer, I got really, really excited, and I kept thinking, what a great time to be on this earth and to be able to see all of the changes that are going to be happening with humanity, because I feel like a lot of people are being activated and waking up. And excuse me, my allergies. It's allergy season, right? The fall's coming. So yeah, I think that a lot of people are in for kind of some shocks coming up here in September, because, for that solar eclipse energy lingers. I was happy one day and then sad the next day and then happy one day and cranky the next. It was, man, that week after, it was just exhausting. And I've had some really exhausting days since then too, but Mercury's, it's in retrograde in Leo right now, and it's going direct on the 6th. And it will be direct in Virgo again. So we're all going to be like, we got to hurry and get everything done that we didn't get done in August. And we were all just sitting on our butts and eating a lot of ice cream and crying, because that's pretty much what happened. And thinking about, like, we don't think about ourselves a lot. We do for other people. We do, and we do it until we're bone tired. And so we had to think about ourselves and work on ourselves. And to me, that is more exhausting than doing for other people. So this solar eclipse energy is going to keep going for at least 6 months. And there's going to be, I've already seen, it's kind of, some things are such a disaster. Several of my friends are having marriage problems and getting divorced, but it's like, and it just is sad to see those kinds of things when people are together for so long. But it's like everybody's looking at their lives in such a different way, and they're looking at the things that no longer serve them for their purpose, their soul purpose, their self purpose. They're looking at who they really are, on the inside, and not just their 3D version. And so I think it's really amazing. Some of it's really sad. Some of it's really happy. And the sad stuff, there's a reason why it's happening, right? So, there's going to be, the divine offers us love. And that's the ultimate, that's the ultimate purpose for this planet, is to love, and to love all of humanity. And humanity needs a lot of love right now. So even the things that are really sad, they're going to end up with happy endings. So you don't know when. I kind of feel like Virgos are having communication problems right now. I feel like my throat's closing out. Maybe I should drink some water. Like, do we not want to talk about this? All of our inner turmoil. All right. So we have a lot of planets coming into Virgo. Let me look at my notes so I'm not like September 12th, Jupiter. It will actually be Jupiter is going to be in the second house of Libra, but it's during Virgo season. And so this is a good time. Libras are really rational people, and they're air signs, and they like do their things. We as Virgos, we analyze stuff, and we almost have like an algorithm in our brains that just like, we just kind of throw the stuff out there, right? And people think that like, oh, wow, that wasn't very thought out, but it is. It's like an automatic analytical program in our brains that, we already know that we put all the pieces together to make this decision. With Libras, sometimes their rationality is like, this just makes sense. I'm just going to do it. They don't have that, So when you see a good deal coming, make it. Jupiter being in the second house, it's like when it goes retrograde in the second house, we do need to sit and think about these deals. But when that goes direct again, start a business, go back to school. Look at what your life purpose is. Start a YouTube channel, like what I'm doing, except for I'm doing a little early. I'm already feeling that Mercury going direct. It's like fire under my ass. Venus will be in our 12th house, Leo, but it's in Virgo season on the 15th of September. And so our 12th house is the house of self. So again, Virgos are going to have to, look within themselves. Venus is the planet of love. It's the Taurus and Libra, both. So we will be definitely thinking like, what kind of love serves my purpose? What kind of love do I need in my life? And this includes family relationships, work relationships. What kind of love am I putting out there? What kind of love am I bringing in? What kind of energy am I bringing in? Like, we're really going to have to look at that. And, Virgos, my Venus is in Virgo, which it's like a double-edged sword, because I get really, when Venus is in Virgo, it's like, okay, so I'm going to have to like look back and see and like get into my inner self about what kind of love serves my purpose, but I'm going to have to think about it really, really hard so I can put all the pieces together, right? We are very particular and very picky about who we bring into our lives. Little personal story, for example. When I was married, I seriously made him wait 4 years before I said yes. It was a lesson learned. Unfortunately, the marriage didn't work, but they were very good lessons for me to learn. Funny thing is he's a Libra. He's a Libra. So, but he's like rational to the max. I think he has a Libra like all through his chart. So, Mars will be in our 12th house of Leo on the 17th. And when we have these strong feelings, we're going to want to express them, because Mars is a very male dominant energy, but it's also in the house. It's in our 12th house, Leo, just during Virgo season. So we're going to want to express these really serious, deep emotions to everyone. Because with Venus and Mars together, you know, they were lovers. So it's like, and they were unrequited lovers, you know, Venus was married. And so it's kind of a, it's kind of like we're going to be like looking at this in a way. There's going to be a lot of introspection about love during September, a lot of introspection of love. So, and like what kind of love and people and relationships do you need in your life that will serve your purpose? So I'm not going to go any further than that because then we get into Libra season. And I think that this is, I know Pluto is coming in as well. There's like a big, like on September 23rd, when we kind of like move into Libra season, there's like going to be a combination of huge planets. But so this will be for Virgo sun, moon, rising. And I'm just going to do a general reading. So if it resonates, take what resonates, leave the rest. You might want to check out your moon and rising sign as well. I know that like I have Virgo is my sun. I have Virgo or Virgo's my sun sign. Virgo is my Venus, and Virgo is my Mars. But I resonate a lot with my moon sign Sagittarius because I can be extremely analytical and very, very perfectionist quality. But my Sagittarius moon comes out and I can be a chaotic mess. And everybody's like, wow, you're a Virgo? Like, that's kind of crazy. And I'm like, you know, and like Sagittarius is they're like really laid back and they just go out and have fun and stuff. So like my Virgo doesn't want to go out and have fun. But at the same time, I have learned to be the laid back Sagittarius that can have a chaotic life. But I'm like, it's organized chaos. So that's just kind of the way that's how I roll. So anyway, check out your moon and rising sign. I am offering personal readings. They're $45. I don't put a time limit on it because I just kind of let spirit lead me through it. There is a free astrology natal chart and report that I will give you as well with those readings. You can look in the description box for all of that information to email me. And after you email me, I will send you a PayPal link. And if you could put in the email what your sun, moon, and rising. If you don't know your sun, moon, and rising, then your birth date and the time you were born and the location. And so, okay. So yeah, so I was meditating on the cards, and I know that Virgos have been in introspection a lot, and I feel like there's a lot that's going to happen in September. And I also feel like there has been, maybe some confusion around work and stuff, like, you know, do I want to stay here? Do I want to go? What option should I choose? What's going to serve my purpose? I'm really good at what I do, but you know, what do I do? What do I do? That's what I kept getting. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And I've done that a couple of times as well. Like it's not, and that's not fun for a Virgo either. So let's see what Spirit has for us. Shuffled 2 more times. These cards aren't going very well. They're not going together very well. And, you know, I'm using The Wild Unknown by Kim Trans. Sorry, that shuffling is probably really loud. And I go by the meaning of the book sometimes, but mainly I just kind of let Spirit lead me through the reading. So, you know, if you want to comment and tell me that I'm reading the cards wrong, that's fine, except for I just read them as I see them. So. All right, what do we have for Virgo, September 2017, general, work, family, relationships, for Virgo, What is the general energy? Oh, that one. General energy for Virgos. All right. We have the Fool in reverse. The Fool is a card that is like right before the number one, right before the beginning. And like when you look at this bird, it's perched on that limb and it is ready to go. Like it's like, everybody watch out, I'm coming. And it's in reverse. So I feel like maybe Virgos are like, I'm going to jump off that limb now. I'm not waiting anymore. I'm tired of waiting. I'm done. I'm ready to go, which makes a lot of sense since Mercury is going direct. I think that a lot of Virgos are going to probably surprise themselves at how bold they'll be and the bold decisions that they'll make. All right, so we have Virgos flying. The Six of Wands, sorry, it was backwards. Okay, so this butterfly is flying out of all of this chaos. You know, I mean, it's like we felt trapped and there was so much chaos going on in our lives. And we're ready to just like be done with that and get going. And the Ten of Wands, it's a completion card. We are done again with the chaos. This is a very fast energy. We're ready to jump off the limb. This card makes me so sad. The Five of Cups. So maybe during this time when, you know, we were in this chaos, this is how we felt. We were sad. We felt like we were giving too much. There was too much emotion going on in Virgos. Again, we're just not used to that. We are not used to just like spilling our emotions all over the place. I was a very emotional person this summer. Like, no, I like warned everybody. I'm like, you might want to stay away from me during August because I'm going to be, you know, Spirit's telling me I'll be very introspective. So I kind of feel like, you know, this is what we're ready to do. We were feeling like this. And maybe this is also a card of being a little bit scared. You know, like we still do have some of those emotions lingering and we're a little bit scared to jump off this limb. No. Is this why everybody's sad? The Three of Swords. Heartbreak. You know, you feel like your heart has been wrapped up by these ropes. That could be a lot. I mean, I feel like this card maybe needs to be there. Are we flying out of a chaotic relationship maybe? Are you done with the chaotic relationship? And then the Chariot. This is really fast moving energy when it's upright. So and I mean, like that sun is so bright and the wind is blowing, you know, and just, it's a beautiful card. In reverse, things are really slow. There could be maybe a fire sign, Sagittarius, Leo. I'm just looking really quick how I feel about this. Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, you know, water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. It doesn't have to be that specific, you know, sign, just somebody who represents those qualities. And then we have an air sign with the swords, which is Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. So yeah, things are going really slowly. And we don't like things to go slowly. We are doers. Or maybe things are going too slowly for you. You know, getting out of your emotions and the heartbreak. Maybe it's going really slow for you. And you don't want to be in that chaotic mess anymore. I don't blame you. Death card. A lot of people get really, so there's three major arcanas on here. People get scared of the Death card. This doesn't necessarily mean like an actual death. This is transformation. You know, you have been ripped of all of your bare bones. I mean, there's like no meat left on your body, and you are ready to transform into, you know, I think of rising from the ashes, the phoenix rising from the ashes. You don't want to be bare boned anymore. So there's a transformation happening within you. Something big is changing. And, you know, so don't be afraid to jump off that limb, because the universe has got your back. What else do we have here? You know, and you're going through that transformation even if you did sit in your introspection in August, but this chaotic, fiery energy that, you know, you're flying out of is like, you know, that's your transformation right there. You know, I mean, when fire meets earth, it can spread. And when fire meets air on earth, it can spread. Oh, the world in reverse. The world is everything that you want to have. This is another major arcana. So do you feel like you don't have the world right now? Do you feel like because you were stuck in this, you don't feel like you're going to get the world? Because usually with transformation, you know, this is next. This will happen next. There are three major arcanas lined up right here. Like, I mean, there's some serious stuff happening with you guys right now, with us, I guess I should say, me too. I'm really having like closed, like we don't want to talk. You guys don't want to talk at all. You're talking to me in the cards, but man, you're not talking to anybody. Are you kind of like ignoring people because of this, you know, the broken heart and having this, you know, are you just getting used to sitting within your hermit self and not lighting that fire to go out? Father of Wands in reverse. This can be a very strong energy. That lightning strike is like, you know, he's very wise. He's got a staff. He can be biting and spiteful. So if this is a person in your life, it's a fire sign. Doesn't have to be a male. It could be male or female. Doesn't even have to be a fire sign. It can be somebody who takes on those qualities. The very, like, you know, Sagittarius is very quick and chaotic sometimes, but like with Aries, you know, they're very smart and they have great ideas and they know how to like produce those ideas. Leos are passionate to the max. So, you know, this could be somebody that is in your life that you're no longer waiting for. Or, you know, it could be somebody at work. Like, did you get your heart broken because there was somebody at work that was messing with you? And so you can kind of feel like, you know, I mean, my world's being screwed up because of this person at work. And you're like done with it. You're done with this person. You know, they don't have great ideas anymore. They're really spiteful and mean and biting and kind of an asshole. So with the Chariot reversed right over death, like if you've gone through this transformation and maybe the transformation is going really slowly and it's killing you and that's why you don't feel like you have the world. You're like, okay, I'm going through this transformation. Why don't I have everything yet? It's like, I almost want to look at you and be like, just go for it. Like, just go for it. The Son of Cups. The Son of Cups, I see cups as emotions. I see this as a love offer. The Son of Cups is a very intimate, almost childlike, like first love, that first kiss kind of offer. Like, you know, you got that letter in junior high and you just kind of got all fuzzy. So it's upside down. So maybe maybe you're not offering love to yourself. Maybe this is you and you're not feeling wise. Or you feel like you've been really angry and bitter with people and you're not, you know, you're done showing your emotions. You're done being sad with a broken heart. The Ace of Wands. This is an amazing card because this is great information, great opportunities. Aces are like, I love getting aces in readings. To me, this is like the ultimate opportunity coming to you. I mean, look at how that wand is shining. So you need to keep your eyes open because I feel like, you know, I mean, I feel like maybe this is a work opportunity. You're not feeling it at work. You're feeling like, you know, because Virgos take work really seriously. And when they get bit by the snake at work, it's like, you know, I mean, you are done, you know, and actually this could be the Virgo way, because when we can have a bite, you know, you cross us and we can have a bite. Like, we're not going to take that kind of shit. So yeah, I mean, you got to keep your eyes open. Things are coming. Big things are coming. I love aces as much as I love major arcanas. Justice. See? Balance. Could be some legal documents. If anybody has gone through this transformation and decided they want to have a divorce, which, you know, divorces really suck, but I mean, balance. You're looking for balance in your life. You want that yin and yang. Whether it be in a relationship, whether it be at work, you want to have your life purpose. So you feel like yourself and your brain are working together, because ultimately that's what Virgo's purpose is. We're very magical people. And the reason why I say that, I've actually heard that several times from people, is like a water sign will have this wonderful imagination and they'll be like, I want to do this. And I want to make a unicorn standing on a cloud that is rainbow colored. Like, they'll have this awesome imagination, but a Virgo will make it reality. Okay, let's see how we can do that. And they'll make something out of a thought. And so, for a Virgo to have sat in their emotions during this time of all this transition, now we're connecting ourselves to our brain. And that is the ultimate justice. That's the ultimate yin and yang. That's the ultimate balance. Mother of Wands. Mother of Wands. This woman is chaos, but she is proud, and she can be very loving. She does absolutely everything, like, all the time. She's like running. She's like the head of the PTA, and she's the, you know, the woman that makes the homemade cupcakes. I do not do that. I'm not that person. She makes the homemade cupcakes for, you know, 100 kids for the bake sale. And I mean, she does everything, and she holds on to her family really, really tightly. So I kind of feel like maybe to get this balance that we're looking at is, you know, maybe we're taking our brain out of the matter. And the reason why I'm saying using wands, there's a lot of fire in here, but I feel like that's what Virgos are doing right now. They're lighting a fire under their ass, and they're gaining this kind of quality, this fire sign quality, of getting it done. Like, let's just get this done because we've been thinking for so long. It's time to go. So no more chaos, balance. And then the Two of Wands. I love twos also in tarot, because I feel like they represent love, the duality, the also a yin and yang, you know, soulmates. And to me, the Two of Wands is, you know, this could be your family. This could be your job, but again, it's wands. So, you know, I mean, there was this moment where there was a disconnect. And then these wands are like barely touching at the top. Let's see, I can do that without the glare. So, you know, if you get into this mother, this fire sign mother quality of holding on to your family and getting the stuff done, how chaotic it may be, which is so not Virgo, but like I said, you know, I have Sagittarius. So if you have fire in your chart somewhere, you could totally take on this personality. You know, we're not using our actual brains anymore. We're getting in touch with the divine feminine instead of the masculine. Because, you know, Virgos tend to go towards the masculine side. That's just the way it is. I just know some very strong Virgos. So, you know, I feel like that's what, you know, maybe that's what we're doing. We're bringing more love and emotion and putting that fire into our lives. I'm going to clarify the Fool card in reverse and then a couple of more, but I kind of feel like, I mean, it looks like you guys are going to have a really great month. You feel like things are going slow right now, and probably because we're still in Mercury retrograde, but that's changing in a couple of days. So, and your transformation looks great. Your transformation looks so good. This is the one I wanted. That's a transformation. That is some fast information. That is some fast energy coming in. And this could be like a job offer that you've always wanted. This could be that you decide to start your own business. This could be that you decide to, like I said, September 12th in Libra, Jupiter, like it's gonna kick our asses. Like, you know, I mean, and Mars coming into Virgo, that is fire, you know, that's energy. So you will have the world. You just, you know, I mean, like take a couple more days and hang out with yourself. I'm going to clarify the Fool really quick. What is this Fool in reverse for Virgo? Fool in reverse. Whoop. Whoa, man. All right, guys. It's like I just barely had to say anything. All right, that's all we got. That's all we have, really? Is that not enough? Okay. The Phoenix rising from the ashes. Judgment. So, okay, let me show you all these that came out for the Fool in reverse. The Three of Pentacles in reverse. So we don't feel like we have our stuff together yet to jump off this limb. Again, could be, this is like the first time you guys that we showed up in this reading, the Pentacles, the first time, okay? And then the Ace of Pentacles, that's the first, and it's in reverse. So again, we don't feel like we have our material possessions together to make this transformation that is needed. Like this is the general energy right now. You know, I mean, you want to jump off that limb and fly. I keep saying jump off that limb. You know, what's funny is, excuse me, I get really bad heartburn when I read. It's just like one of those things. So I really apologize. Anyway, so I keep hearing that song that was in Yes Man. The Step Off That Ledge, My Friend song. Anyways, that's what I keep hearing in my head. So yeah, I mean, we're not ready to fly yet because we don't have all of our ducks in a row. And the Father of Swords. The Father of Swords is an air sign. So if you're dealing with an air sign who is very discerning, again, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, sorry. I was thinking about how they are. The a male energy. I feel like it is a male energy that is maybe, I don't think he's holding you back from jumping. I think maybe he might be helping you jump off of that limb. So if you know somebody who is an air sign or who has a lot of air in their charts, or just is like a very rational, maybe even an earth sign too, who is helping you get all of this stuff together. Because a lot of times Virgos even think of relationships in material ways, only because they feel so like, I want to keep all of my stuff in a row. But like the Father of Swords, he manifests, like that sword is beautiful. That's everything that he manifests in his life, and he goes for it. And he's very discerning, and he thinks and looks at everything before he jumps off the limb. So maybe you have somebody in your life who is talking it out with you, who's maybe even holding your hand and saying, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this, because there's judgment. You're rising from the ashes. You are the phoenix rising from the ashes of the things that no longer served you. When I look at this, it's, obviously the 20, but there are 2 10s. That's double completion. You're rising from the ashes. So I think that this person, and I feel like it's a strong male energy, somebody in your life, but it couldn't be. It could be a woman who just is, very protective. I think maybe this person is helping you with your, manifesting your dreams, and, is kind of like soaring with you. There's a lot of wings in here too, flying. I want to clarify the 3 of Swords as well. What is this 3 of Swords? Because that's the only other, let's see there. Yeah, that's the only other like sword card. We have the Justice card as well. But maybe the Father of Swords is connected with this heartbreak. Maybe that's why his general energy, are you going to be rising from the ashes from them? Support. Somebody's supporting you through all of this emotional time. I feel like this Father of Swords has been supporting you through all of this. And the interesting thing is these are both 3s. So maybe there's more than one person involved. Because these are all, I hope the reading didn't just take a turn. Did this Father of Swords, is that the person that's going to be getting the judgment? Do you feel like he's the one that is holding you back from jumping off the ledge? Oh my gosh. Because yeah, I mean, that's not fun. This is like almost the 3 of Cups. I think of it as a support card. Like you have your friends, you have a lot of support. And that could totally be like your friends are supporting you through, this heartbreaking time and this fully emotional time. And this Father of Swords could be the person that's helping you get the judgment and rise from the ashes and make you feel like you can have everything that you want, right? But also it could be too much overindulgence. It could be partying a lot. It could be addictions, in relationships with emotions, like you're giving too much to somebody emotionally. But yeah, I mean, it could be like overindulging in drinking or celebrating, but I don't really see Virgos doing that. I don't feel like that's something that's happened recently. But then there's also this, the 5 of Cups, the sadness. So of course you're going to feel like the 5 of Cups when you have the 3 of Hearts here. And, you know, you're ready for the chaos of that to end. If this is a relationship, you're ready for that chaos to end. All right, I have to clarify more, because now, like, I seriously thought that this was like a work reading for Virgos, because that's just kind of, I mean, like, yeah, I mean, I don't. So we're doing the Chariot. Okay, so the Tower card came out in reverse. And when the Tower card is upright, it means foundations that were built on unstable grounds will crumble. Again, the lightning strikes. The lightning strikes are really fast moving moments that change your life forever. It's either an idea, it's something that happened. But it's in reverse on top of the Chariot. So could be a water sign. This is, you know, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. I almost want to clarify this again. Like, this is two major arcanas in reverse. Let's clarify the Death card. Are you like moving away from this person and transforming, or you don't want to move away from this person because you don't want it to crumble? But it was so chaotic and it made you so sad. It broke your heart. It made you go drinking a lot, which is so un-Virgo-like. Like, how did that happen? I didn't, you know, I mean, I actually don't drink much anymore. I left all that back in my early 30s. Just kidding. Okay, something just flew on the floor. We're going to find out what that is. If there's anything else for the Death card. Okay. And what is happening? 2 card. To me, this is crossing these swords. Again, swords. Is there an air sign somewhere? You guys, man, really? Crossing the swords in front of your heart. Stagnation. You're holding it in. You know, this is the eclipse covering the sun, which is interesting that we just had a full lunar eclipse. You guys are just sitting there. You know, you have all this transformation inside of you, but you're just sitting there. Like, what the hell? And waiting. Like, why are you waiting? Because there's all sorts of movement over here in your future. Because now I wonder who these Mother of Wands and Father of Wands are. Are there 2 people? Are there 2 other people? Because you are not represented in this very much. I feel like maybe you guys are the Wands. Or there's a fire sign and you are also acting like one of the Wands. And then there's this air person hanging out, manifesting all of his business and not giving you the time of day. I don't know. I mean, maybe he is helping you with this situation. I'm really confused because I thought it was about work, but it doesn't, and it could still be because, I mean, it's not, and the only reason why I'm saying this is because the emotional stuff started coming out. But Virgos get really emotional about work too. Anyways, you've been through all this transformation and now you're just sitting there. Like, why are you just sitting there and waiting? Because you don't feel like you have the world, or you don't feel like you're going to get the world. Like, all of these manifestations around the world, those could be yours. So you got to start thinking positively. The universe doesn't take manifestations in the negative. If you say, I want to be loved, the universe is going to say, oh, so you don't have love. Let's just not give you any more love. Let's just give you more of no love, basically. Or I don't want to be sad. Oh, so you're sad. Let's just give you more sad. Instead, you say, I am love. I am loved. I am happy. I am abundant. And the universe says, great, I'm going to give you some more abundance. I'm going to give you more love. I'm going to give you more happy. You got to think positively in that way. And whoa. So I was clarifying the world in reverse, and I didn't even have to say it out loud. For some reason. Okay. The Four of Swords in reverse. The Four of Swords, when it's upright, you know how to get out of this situation because you're using your intuition, your third eye. So, what is that? Why are you just sitting there? Because you don't feel like you have the world. And there's that air energy again. And the air energy. Who's this air sign? It's kind of driving me crazy. I'm gonna clarify the Father of Swords because that's who I'm thinking. Like, you don't feel like you're getting any love. And I mean, there are two people here. There are three different people here, and there's no earth. There could actually be four people, but I feel like there's three people, three prominent, because we have the Father of Swords, and we have the Mother of Wands, and we have the Father of Wands in reverse. So I feel like there's three people here, and they could be like, you know, two of your coworkers. I don't want to say that, you know, there's like lying and cheating and whatever happening in your relationships, but, you know, maybe people have secrets. There aren't any secrets cards, so, and I don't see a lot of moons. So I'm not going there. I'm not even touching that. Not with a 10-foot pole. Father of Swords. Clarify this Father of Swords. I really feel like you're taking on the Mother of Wands energy here pretty quick. Because Virgos aren't sitting anymore. They're not sitting in this chaos anymore. They're over it. And I don't think that you guys are, you know, after Mercury retrograde, I don't think you're going to be stagnant. Oh, you guys did not just have like 20 cards fly out. Oh, come on. Son of Swords in reverse. So I feel like, okay, so you looked at this person as somebody who was immature and didn't really know where he was going with that sword, just kind of flying high, whatever. And he changed to you. He, she, sorry, either I'm just saying he because they're male. There's two male energies here, right? So he was immature, and it's like his sword is shining now. So maybe this really is a person that is helping you out of a terrible situation that you went through. And then the Seven of Wands, more fire. I really honestly think that we are taking some fire energy on here, because this is you illuminating all of the things around you that need to happen, you know, and maybe this Father of Swords is helping you do that. And then the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands, again, the lightning strike. Something big happens, an opportunity that comes in very, very quick. Like, this is really fast communication. These are things that are happening really fast. This is moving really fast, but it's right there. So the Father of Swords, because he is very discerning. See, you know, the Son of Swords is like, I'm going quick, but he's not going quick because he's upside down, right? Because that's a very immature energy. The Father of Swords is very discerning, and he's looking at every angle. and he's making sure that he's got the right idea for all of it, which is what Virgos do a lot. But this isn't a very rational way. It's not grounded like Earth. It is in a, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to move with the wind. Like Virgos will sit with it for a second and be like, okay, you know, but with them, they're doers. But this guy is going to be very discerning about it. And it's like he's making you slow down. He's saying, whoa, there are some things that need to happen this month. You know, we got to sit back. Like, let's look at this in a Virgo way, right? Let's look at it in a Virgo and Libra. It's, you know, Libra was the constellation that was taken away from Virgo. So it's really hard to like look at Libras and be like, oh, you know, you don't, because, okay, so this is what I think of when I think of like a Libra. And I don't know why I'm thinking Libra, because Libra is the justice card. So you will get justice, and you'll get, you know, I mean, there's going to be some really great information and fast moving stuff. And I really think that it might have to do with some kind of love, very rational love in a very rational way, but it looks passionate. And only a Virgo would look at wands and not cups as love, right? Okay, so because you're not looking at it in an emotional way, you're not anymore if that's what you were doing. Could be a love job, but I'm starting to feel like this is a relationship thing because there's a lot of emotion here. Okay, so okay, so with the whole Libra thing, what Libras do, they will explain something to you and it will annoy the shit out of a Virgo, like annoy. And part of it is because Virgos know that they're right in their rationality, and that's so frustrating because we want them to be wrong. We're like, no, that's not the way that it goes. You're thinking too quickly, right? So I think maybe this could be a Libra, could be an Aquarius, you know, could be a Gemini. Geminis are ruled by Mercury too. They are very analytical, like Virgos, communicate really well, but they have that rationality of the air. So, you know, I mean, maybe he's forcing you to slow down, which isn't always bad, because he's slowing down in a rational way, you know, because soon you will get to speed up. And there will be balance again when you get to speed up. So maybe this guy's saying, hey, let's just think about this for a minute. Because your emotions, you're done with your emotions. 9 of Cups in reverse. You are done using your emotions. And so he's making a lot of sense. You know, take your emotions out of work. Take your emotions out of relationships. Don't take your emotions out of family. But maybe you need to like discipline your kids in a less emotional way, more rationally, like an air sign. And then we have the moon. There's the secrets card, but it's in reverse. So, and this doesn't have to be really secrets. It could be just looking at things in a different light, and you're actually like shedding more light on it now. You're not looking at it in the dark, which I feel like is exactly what is happening here. You're going slower and you're not looking at it in an emotional way. You're looking at it very rationally. And there are great ideas coming. And you know, I mean, you guys got to tell me if something resonates here with you, because I'm not fully confused, but you are not showing up in here at all. I feel like you're all fire. And, you know, this rational air sign is coming in and saying, whoa, 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 whoa. You just had a lot of emotional stuff happen. You got to slow down, you know? Like, let's think about this for a minute. And so this is what you want. You want to have all of your pentacles. You want to have because here you are. This is you. Instead of being upside down like the Ace of Pentacles, instead of not having all of your stuff together, this air sign quality guy, woman, whatever. This air sign is going to help you get everything tied up. Look at all of these infinity symbols. I love infinity symbols. They make me think of twin flames, which is cool. But yeah, I mean, I feel like maybe this air sign is like looking at you and saying, let's be rational and let's go back to your roots and be grounded at the same time. Maybe this guy's, maybe he's got earth in his chart. Sorry, I keep saying it feels like a very masculine energy. Because there are, the only place there are the pentacles is in the same place where this swords guy is. So maybe he has air in his chart or earth in his chart. Maybe it is an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and he has air in his chart. I don't know, but I think you should probably listen to him because he's obviously made a big impression if he's in your general energy. He's obviously going to help you get off of this limb, and I mean, because you don't feel like there's any changes happening and you don't feel like it's happening very quickly. But that's the thing is you need to slow down. I know. Virgos don't want to slow down, especially when Mercury goes direct, but there will be a point, and don't fight against the transformation. Just don't fight against the transformation. Just don't do it. Don't think that you don't have the world. You need to manifest your stuff to the universe in a different way. You're getting out of this whole heartbreak situation, and this Father of Swords is lifting you out of that. And so it's okay to still be, because you're not using any emotions in this. There are no cups lined up here. But there's great stuff coming and it's going to come quick. You're going to get back to this. Balance. And I see it happening. There's a lot of stuff that's going to happen, Okay. So again, personal readings in the description. And please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if this resonated with any of you, because this was kind of this was very anti-Virgo-ish. It was a chaotic mess. I just kept thinking of my Sagittarius moon. Oh my God, we are not turning into that, are we? That would suck. Okay, bye.